Okay, so you've been injured, car wreck, you fell down, slip and fall, maybe malpractice with a doctor, but you've suffered an injury, and what's going through your mind is, okay, what should I do in dealing with the insurance company in this matter? What should I know before I negotiate and settle my claim? And that is a very big question, because there's a lot to know. There's a lot of different nuances and different things that apply to the different types of injury cases. For example, in a slip and fall, the things that are more significant are different than things that are more significant in an automobile collision versus a product's liability or versus a medical malpractice and those things. So there's a lot to know. I guess if the most important thing is that you should seek attorney consultation and advice. And I know that sounds self-serving, but let me explain what I mean by that. Most attorneys, and we do this, will give you a free consultation. They'll sit down, they'll talk with you, they'll walk you through, and that way you're talking about the specific things involved with your case. If you call us, we'll talk through those things. We'll give you heads up, things to look out for, so that you can hopefully better navigate the situation with negotiating and settling with the insurance company. And that's why I say seek counsel with an attorney first thing. Again, there's no obligation from us anyway. We don't have an obligation. We'll talk to you for free. We'll answer your questions and try and set you off in the right direction. If you want to come back to us and work with us in the future, you can. But I think that's the most important thing because of all the different nuances. Beyond that, I think it's critically important that you get the proper medical attention, all of the medical attention you need. And if you're getting ready to settle it, you've talked to your doctors and you know about any future medical attention you need. And that's not always necessarily, oh, I'm going to need a surgery in a year or that. It could just be that I'm going to need occasional physical therapy or chiropractic care or follow up with a doctor over the next 6 months or the next year or so. And if you're settling your case now, you better get that money in advance, because once you settle it, you can't go back for more. Initially, when you're trying to get your case settled, do you have all the evidence and all the documentation? I have other videos here on the site where I talk about evidence in a car crash and having a dash cam, the significance and importance of that. So those are the kind of things that you need to be thinking about. What about your wage loss? Wage loss is a big deal, but it has to be documented. If it's not documented, the insurance company will scoff at you and not pay it. So you have to have the proper documentation from your employer. The list goes on. There's a lot of different things to think about. We are always focused on getting a case ready for trial. And in doing so, it's getting ready for settlement. And the insurance company knows you're ready for trial. They know you're getting it ready for trial. They'll talk to you about getting it resolved and settled. And if we don't get it resolved and settled, the client says it's not enough money, then we're ready for trial and we'll go try it. So those are just a few of the things we think about.